Welcome to day one of my Dumbbell 45 series. This consists of 16 45-minute dumbbell workouts over 4 weeks. You can do this with or without a bench. I'll be showing you options for both. There's a free program guide you can download from the description of this video to help guide you through it. The first day is going to be an upper body dumbbell workout. I'm going to kick it off with a brief bodyweight warm-up consisting of 4 40-second exercises linking one straight into the other without a rest before going into the main dumbbell workout. So starting off nice and simple, doing some arm circles, circling 20 seconds forwards and 20 seconds backwards. Nice big rotations, maximizing the range of motion you have available. And change direction. From here we're going to do some inchworms. So we'll be walking out, stretching out the hamstrings a little bit, but mobilizing the shoulders also. So hinge at the hip, reach to the toes. You're going to walk it out and then walking it back to touch your toes, and then stay down, walking it back out. I'm going to do it on my knuckles, but feel free to do it on the flats of your palms. From here, we'll be in a kneeling position. So dropping onto the knees, take your left hand, reach under, and then reach up, and then alternate to the other side. Right hand under, right hand reaches up. So we've got these T-spine rotations, getting a nice mid-back stretch, and then into a chest opener as we reach out. We'll be on our feet next. Going to hinge at the hip into a bent over position and then up into some Y raises. So your torso out to your hands is going to make a Y shape. I want your thumbs pointing up. And we're going to engage those posture muscles of the upper back, keeping the elbows locked and thumbs pointed up and out. Okay, so grab your dumbbells. I'm going to be using 17.5 kilos per dumbbell. That's about 38 pounds each. You're going to need to be able to bench press this or floor press this for about 12 reps. And I'll show you options with or without a bench. I'm going to do this workout on the floor today, but I'll pop up those bench options if you've got one available. So if you lie on your back, we're going to do a fairly wide grip floor press. So we want a nice slow tempo on the way down until your elbows or triceps make contact with the floor, and then press into the top. So we're maximizing the time under tension, minimizing the time in the lockout. If you're on a bench, you can spend a little longer in that stretch position at the bottom, but if you're on the floor, you want to come straight back up, making sure we're not resting too long. Great job. Okay, next I'm going to do an alternating clean and press. You only need one dumbbell for this, so we're going to alternate arms for the 40 seconds. In this first section, we've got 4 exercises, 40-20 intervals for 3 rounds. clean the dumbbell up and then push press it over your head, and we're going to alternate sides. Now this next one, we're going to do a single arm row. You can do this kneeling on a bench, or you could do it leaning on a dumbbell, or even just leaning on your knee. I'm going to lean on the dumbbell and start with my weaker arm for this. I'm going to do 40 seconds with a brief rest, and then we'll do the other side. Try and row up towards the hip flexor rather than up in a straight line, so you're getting the lats engaged. And think about leading the pull with the elbow, not with the hand. Good job, you've got 20 seconds off. You can do the same on the other side. As I said, you can lean on a dumbbell, or you can just lean one hand on your knee for support. Or if you've got a bench, you can do that kneeling row. Good job. Okay, that's the first round complete. We're going to do 2 more of those rounds, and then we'll be changing up the exercises for section 2. There's 3 main sections within this workout. The first 2 sections, you can use the same dumbbells, and the last one we're going to go a little bit lighter. If you found that whole round too easy and you've got a selection, just up the weight a little bit. And if you couldn't finish off the 40-second intervals, then you need to drop the weight. So get ready to go again for round 2 with the bench press or floor press. Slower tempo on the way down, and then slightly faster press on the way up. If you're on the bench, you can pause in that stretch position at the bottom, but if you're on the floor, I want you to come back up as soon as you feel contact with your triceps on the floor, and then try and minimize any time in that locked out position to make sure we're maintaining that time under tension for the set. Always finish your rep, don't worry too much about the timer. Great job. So we've got that alternating clean and press. I'm not bringing the dumbbell all the way to the floor for this. I'm just going just past knee level. Well done. Onto the single arm row, whatever variation you've opted for. Same as before, I'm trying to have a nice, slow, controlled eccentric. That means the lowering phase or the lengthening phase of the muscle. And a little bit more power on that concentric pull phase. Great job, take 20 seconds. And then we'll do the other side. Two down, one to go. These breaks are a good opportunity to adjust the weight, making sure you get it just right for you. I tend to put good rest times within these workouts to allow you to keep using a weight that's actually going to be beneficial for gaining strength and muscle size. If the rests are too short, you're just going to be over fatigued and not able to get good sets done. Onto that feet for that alternating clean and press. Well done, you've got a proper break now. Good chance to catch your breath and also get some water. So we're going to move on to 4 new exercises. We're going to be doing a dumbbell pullover for one of them, and if you've got something to prop your back up with, maybe a cushion or a mat, just to allow a slightly bigger stretch overhead, that'd be great. I'm going to do it without, so I'll show you that you can do it without anything, just a pair of dumbbells. And if you're on your bench, you don't need to worry about that, you'll get a big stretch anyway. So you should be okay with the same weights for this. The first one, we're going to do a single arm overhead strict press, but we're just going to do 20 seconds per side, and we're going to be doing a quick transition between arms. So pressing overhead and then slowly back down, trying to keep your rib cage relatively even height so we're not doing a side bend. As we press, I've got one arm out for a bit of counterbalance. Get ready for a quick switch of arms. Let's go. And then straight into the other side, so there's no gap between that. Always finish your rep with control. Great job. Okay, so if you've got something to prop your upper back with for a slight bigger stretch on this, great. If not, don't worry, you can just do it like I'm doing it and still get a good workout in. So we're going to do a dumbbell pull over, slight bend in the elbows, reach the arms overhead, and then pulling back over the collarbone. We're trying to open the lats out, trying to keep a consistent elbow angle throughout the whole movement. As soon as I feel the dumbbell make contact with the floor, I'm just going to come straight back into the next rep. If you're on the bench or you've managed to prop your upper back up with some cushions, you'll be able to get a bigger stretch, maybe not even hitting the floor. Great job. Okay. Another power move. We're going to go for the single arm snatch. This time though, we're going to do all 40 seconds on one side, and then we'll have a separate interval for the other side. So driving up to the top in one action. Just using some hip power as well, but definitely getting the upper body involved. Keeping the dumbbell traveling almost in a straight line up to the top. So we're going up in one smooth action, coming down to the shoulder, and then between the legs. Well done. So there's one round done on section 2. Got another 2 of those before we change into our final section where we're actually going to drop the weight. Get ready to switch and switch. Two down, one more of that to go. And switch sides. Well done. That's section 2 complete. We're going to move down to some lighter 10 kilo dumbbells now. That's about 22 pounds per dumbbell. You're going to need to be able to do some skull crushers with these and some bicep curls for the 40-second intervals. So just pick whatever weight is suitable for you. We're doing the same format, 4 new exercises, 40-20 intervals, 3 rounds, and once you've completed that, that'll be the workout finished. Keep the upper arm fixed between the shoulder and the elbow. So hinge down and then extend to the top. Want the dumbbells to come close to your ears, but don't hit yourself in the head. Try not to let your elbows flare out to the sides excessively. Minimize the movement of that upper part of the arm. So your armpit joint, your shoulder joint shouldn't be moving too much. Finish the rep off. Okay, so onto your feet now. I'm going to do some bicep curls. So squeeze them up to the top and lower them with control. I'm going to go full stretch at the bottom. Don't rest too long at the bottom though in that full stretch. As soon as you reach full lockout, coming straight back into the next rep. You can pause at the top, but make sure your forearms are not too vertical, otherwise you'll be resting. So you want to crush the gap between your bicep and your forearm. Great job. Okay, now we've got a prone on the bench or bent over. I call this an A raise, but it's basically just doing some shoulder extension with straight arms. You'll feel the long head of your tricep on this, which crosses your shoulder joint. So you're drawing up. Trying to keep my torso still. Just getting as high as you can, up and back. You've got your rear delts working, you've got that inner tricep working. And then we're going to do a front raise. We're going to do alternating arms. I'm going to have my palms facing down for this one. I'm going to unlock my knees to give myself a nice stable base. Drawing up, controlling down, alternating sides. Trying to make sure that as I lift up, I'm not leaning my body backwards. Great job. Okay, so 1 down, don't go anywhere. We've got 2 more rounds to go, and then that'll be the workout complete for today. If you want to take your training to a new level, consider joining my TPT Virtual Studio. This members area gives you exclusive access to an extensive follow-along video library not available on YouTube. It also includes written workout plans you can do at your own pace, taking the guesswork out of training and optimizing your results. Learn to fuel your body for success with nutrition resources, from meal plans to dietary strategies that work. Save yourself from expensive gym memberships, long travel times and average results by joining the virtual studio. To check it out, follow the link in this video's description after your workout. All right, let's go. We've got this last round. Let's keep it nice and slow and controlled on the way down. Elbows tucked in. If you want, you can gently touch the dumbbells on the top of the shoulder, getting that full stretch. Trying to minimize any movement of that upper part of the arm. Squeeze at the top, lower with control, full stretch, and then straight back up. You can see although squeezing at the top, my forearm is not quite vertical, meaning that there's still some tension at the top of the movement. I'm not just resting on those vertical forearms. Minimize any swinging of the body. Always finish your rep. And that's it, workout complete. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comments below, how did you find it and where in the world you're following along from. I really do love to hear that. Make sure you download your free program guide from this video description, and I'll see you again soon. If you want to join me for the rest of this Dumbbell 45 series, you can find it exclusively on the TPT Studio members area on my website, linked in the description of this video. See you there.